And talking of escalations, Russia has started using a powerful new monster bomb in battleground Ukraine. It is called the FAB-1500, not the FAB-500. We know Russia has already dropped them on Ukraine. I'm specifically talking about FAB-1500, a giant new glide bomb. It is heavier, meaner, and more dangerous. It has dramatically boosted Russia's effectiveness in the Ukraine war. And according to reports, Moscow can thank this new bomb for its recent successes in the battleground. So what is this new powerful weapon all about, and what really does it mean for the Ukraine war? Let me tell you, along with Russian drones, missiles, artillery, these glide bombs have added a whole new destructive firepower to Russia's campaign in eastern Ukraine. Remember Russia's conquest of the city of Avdiivka? Its first major victory in nearly a year. It was all thanks to FAB-1500. This bomb is so big and so heavy, it can create a crater 15 meters wide. You heard that right. Russia has been able to convert the Soviet-era weapon into what is probably one of the most destructive weapons in its arsenal. Western reports, in fact, saying it is yet another example of how Russia inflicts massive destruction before trying to take territory. Just take a look at the videos from the battlefield. These videos shared by the Russian Defense Ministry are proof of the immense power of these bombs. Russia has dropped these bombs on Ukraine's thermal power plants, factories, tower block. In short, Russia has dropped these bombs on sites which the Ukrainians use to coordinate their defenses. Let's just tell you more about the FAB-1500. It is a glide bomb weighing 1,500 kilograms. That's 3,000 pounds. The pop-out wings basically allow the bomb to glide towards the target. It can be airdropped by a jet from a distance of 60 to 70 kilometers. It delivers very serious and guaranteed damage. The Ukrainians also have their own glide bombs, but they just weigh 500 pounds. So in comparison, the Russian munition is a giant. It is so bulky that one Russian fighter jet can only haul 2 of them at a time. They can be dropped from the air from a distance of some 60 to 70 kilometers, which is out of range of many Ukrainian air defenses. The question is, can Ukraine counter these Russian bombs? And the short answer to that is no, because the most effective counter to this Russian menace is still a long way off. You see, Ukraine still does not have the most coveted American fighter jets, the F-16s. Experts say that these bombs offer Russia a new and far more destructive strike capability. It also helps Russian pilots stay away when they drop these bombs on Ukrainian targets. The use of these bombs becoming a critical element in the Russian offensive in Donetsk, in fact. And with the use of these bombs, Russia was able to raze to the ground Ukraine's defenses in and around Avdiivka. During the Battle of Avdiivka, Russia had dropped hundreds of these bombs on the city. Russian military bloggers began referring to this weapon last September when its accuracy was reportedly being tested. They talked about how the bomb had accurately hit its target for the first time. It is said that these heavy bombs are accurate to within 5 meters. And then within a few weeks, both Ukrainian and Russian reports referred to the use of a massive bomb. They were reportedly used in Ukraine's Kherson and Kharkiv. And then in January, the Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu was seen touring the plant of the JSC Tactical Missiles Corporation. It is a major arms manufacturer in the Moscow region. A video shared by the Russian Defense Ministry said that the company had developed a high-precision munition, converting old free-fall bombs into weapons that would glide to their target. So here's the bottom line. Do not underestimate Russian glide bombs. The Ukrainians have their own smaller glide bombs, yet they fear the giant Russian bombs. The Ukrainian air defenses just do not have the range to hit Russian jets carrying these bombs if they are positioned 70 kilometers away. Ukraine needs Western fighter jets and long-range weapons. Ukrainian pilots are currently training on F-16 combat aircraft, but they may not deploy to Ukraine until the second half of the year. And as far as long-range weapons are concerned, the American Patriot missile system is one of the few defenses with the range to counter this threat. And unfortunately, Ukraine has a limited number of Patriots left, and the missiles are in short supply due to delays in the US Congress passing further military aid. Ukrainian officials, including President Volodymyr Zelensky, have consistently appealed for longer-range air defense weapons to thwart the Russian aerial threat. Possessing these would significantly enhance Ukraine's ability to counter the Russian bomb menace. The longer the West delays, the stronger Russia's bombing capabilities become. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces, particularly in Donetsk, face a barrage of over 100 Russian airstrikes a day. Similar to previous artillery attacks, the Russians now deploy an apparently endless supply of devastating bombs, leaving Ukrainian forces defenseless and shelterless. Will there be more Avdiivkas for Ukraine because of this? We won't be surprised if that happens. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.